Hello guys, welcome to SSC Communicating with Confidence. Hooray! I'm really sorry. I'm Rob Jarvis, I'm one of the tutors on this course. The other tutor is Ali Gillen, and I'm afraid neither of us can be there with you today, so I apologise right from the start. So instead of that, you get a lovely little vodcast from myself and another one after this from Ali, just explaining what the SSC is about and setting you up for some activities for today. And then tomorrow, you'll meet up with Ali as normal. Same time in clinical skills, 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Okay, I really hope this is working for you because I've not done anything like this before. Anyway, so what's this SSC all about? Well, communicating with confidence. The point of this is to try and get you to think a little bit more broadly about communication. We're thinking about lots of different ways of communicating. We're not just thinking about how a doctor communicates with a patient. We're thinking about all of the other ways that we communicate in this life. Now, hopefully, this is going to be really useful for you in your future career, but also through medical school. So we're going to be thinking about how we give speeches, how we do presentations, how we engage in dialogue, and we're also going to be thinking about the different media that we might use in communication. Communication is not always about talking. Sometimes it's about showing things to people. So we're going to be encouraging you to think about and critique not just speeches and dialogues, but also art, visual art, maybe music, maybe sculpture, and try and think about what the person who is doing this is trying to communicate. Not only what they're trying to communicate, but how they're doing it and what works and what doesn't work. We're also going to be trying to encourage you to think about your audience. So trying to think about who you're going to try and communicate with and how you might change the way in which you do things and the content of what you do in order to try and get to this audience. So I've got my little crib sheet up here, so I'm just going to check it and see what I'm meant to be talking to you about next. Oh yeah, inspirational people. We're going to be thinking about people out there who do things really well. We're going to be challenging you to actually go and find some people and explain to us why you think they communicate really well, what it is about them, what do they do which actually makes their communication effective. Now, communication can be effective in many different ways. You might find, I've got some visual examples here, that communication is ineffective just because it's unclear. On the other hand, it might be very clear. Very good. Now, it might be that people want to grab your attention in certain ways, and one way of doing this is to be a little bit controversial. If you've never read it, well, it's so-so read. And as I was saying beforehand, we might want to think about who our audience is. So sometimes we have to market or spin our communication in certain ways. This one is aimed at my daughter. This one is not. So there are lots of different ways that we can actually alter how we present things, thinking about who we're talking to, what the effect we want is, and what the content that we've got to communicate is. After we've thought about this, or whilst we're thinking about this, we're going to be looking at how you do things, how you want to communicate, and we're going to be getting you to actually present things to us, or show us things, or do things, and explain to us why you've done things in certain ways. So, I really hope that you enjoy this. It's going to be a bit new, a bit novel. We've not really done it like this before. We've got 2 weeks to experiment and explore. Hope you have a great time. Oh, screen's just gone blank. I hope you can still see me. Anyway, hope you have a great time. And so from the camel and from me, goodbye. I'll hand you over to Ali and she can explain the rest of the first task. Okay, see you soon.